get this where this comment section was right now with this guy. Low key, okay? He's low key been getting on my nerves. It's been low key getting on my nerves for a long time, I tell you what. Okay. And I've been giving him an ear beating. He might have been thinking he's been giving me an ear beating. What would it be? Text for eye beating, I guess, because you're beating it. So you're not hearing it. Yeah, whatever beating he was, he can't do to me, I've been doing it to him, I think. There's no favorite wizard spirits that he's got, but that's wrong. When he's doing backflip, it's not going to help him out, okay? There's no favorite spirits. This is, I don't know if, okay. There's no favorite spirits are not going to help you, understand? In my world, okay? The favorite spirits are not going to help you. The favorite spirits will not come to your aid. If they come, like if the fairies, like, oh, look, you do some kind of incantations, then there's some kind of a dragon spirit or something that comes from the sky, I wouldn't kind of make a difference. Okay, I wouldn't kind of make a difference because if you do, this guy's into a lot of like weird, esoteric, not even esoteric. Esoteric doesn't necessarily mean like a bad religion. Esoteric can be something that's hidden. Okay, okay. Again, ritual is low esotericism. So okay, anyway, support. So yeah, that's a guy I've been having a falling out because he started being weird with me, and I guess what he's riding on me. Okay, not riding on, but he's been riding up a store, and I've been replying to it. I left a comment and I blocked him because I want to come up on my channel. He's been chased, maybe he's gonna duck it the second time. He ducked it the first time I got it. We were still on good terms. Want to join me? Like, you're welcome to join me sometime on my streams. And they say it goes missing in proofs. They're ducking, okay? He's ducking. He knows I'm a heavyweight stream fighter. He knows I'm a heavyweight live stream, I guess. So it feels like he's not up to the mental weight class. Okay, there's a reason why I have a mental weight class and a degree level to apply to men's. So if you're going to be playing chess in men's, I guess they really should have some kind of IQ degree, so people like you don't have to be the ass beautiful. I don't know, whatever. But what do you do with the insults? So that's the point. Yeah, okay. So this guy, all right. So this guy fashions himself a fighter, okay? He's got the tats. Okay, see, it's fashion. He's got the look, but he doesn't have the spirit. Okay, can't stop this head knickers. Okay, in Britain they call the trousers like underwear knickers, in case you didn't know. So here's the point. Okay, can't stop these hands. Okay, even I can't stop these hands. The heads they don't understand what to do. I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night. I'll be sleepwalking. I'll be staring at someone punch for 6 hours in my sleep. I don't sleep without having punches. I'm just a different level. Okay? Since he called me like a fake martial artist, he said I'm not okay? So he cannot. Do you have a counter for the dragon claw technique, first of all? I can defend a rear naked choke. I can do an arm bar. I won't say I'm an expert at it, but I can do it. I can do what's it called? Guillotine. Okay. So I can do rear naked and guillotine and arm bar. I know how to defend against rear naked, and I can defend myself. So this guy says to think I don't know anything about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Bitch, I ain't banging this. Okay, so what is the point? Okay, okay. So here's the point. Okay. First of all, so that's the entry level martial arts techniques is looking at. Like getting drunk and then going to a gym and like trying, failing, what I has been trying. And it's a different discussion, it's been succeeding what's trying to get some boxing punches, Muay Thai, almost strikes and kicks and things like that. Roundhouse kicks and things. But I don't think he knows the dragon claw techniques. The seventh. I'm a 99 degrees seafood champion. So yeah, but not really. But the point is this, okay? I'll invite new martial artists to beat your ass, understand? Because I get bored. Oh, okay. I mastered all the boxing, back and forth, up and down, like a cross. And yes, I had to invent new martial arts just to keep it interesting. So I invited a whole new martial arts just for you to beat your ass, understand? And I will call it low-key ass kicking. Okay? There'll be a lot of underhanded attacks under the belt. You'll be focused on knees to your thighs to like really like numb up that area so you can't do your kicks and things like this. I get your ankle, that particular ankle like this, 2 fingers on like this. You had never had a man do that to you before, have you? Okay. Like you throw a kick. Instead of catching like this, or if they like to throw a kick, but I'll catch it like this, okay, and then do a trip on it. I try something silly on it. I something so that catch it with 2 fingers like this on the ankle. Then 2, see this, now I'm going 1, 2, okay. First you just touch it, and then 2 grab it. Okay, do a leg drag, you heard the all rest before. Do a leg drag on the ass with 2 fingers. What are you gonna do there? So, what defense do you have against dragon claw, Tiffany? And no touch knockout. Possibly we get into no touch knockout stuff. I get still on it. I just stand, we get in the ring, if we get in the ring. I don't think like we're big enough to like one misstep into the ring. There has been a War George Jr. or something like this challenge me to fight, or maybe Tony Ferguson or something like this. I'd be a lot, possibly it's worth being like sharp with a dog on the bike studio, but it would not because they don't want me to be doing anything major in front of people. That's the point. But it's like, who are you, okay? You're a guy not worth to become my disciple. Okay, really. I said, I'm disappointed. I really believe. I don't believe I know, understand? I know, like, I could have been content, okay? I could have helped you be better, understand? This is not a joke, this, okay? I know that I could have helped you. You know, I'm not saying just the thing I would be trying to help you with, like, necessarily like boxing, punches, how to do that, or kicks, but it's like the health, fitness, the athleticism, diet, nutrition, how to raise your testosterone, how to speed up your recovery, how to make you faster, things like this, like optimizing, perfecting that which is wanting, meaning things that you lack. You lack extreme speed, okay? I have. You can't give to someone what you don't have, or at least have had before. See? So, yeah, this guy seems to think he's all that and 6 beers and tarot cards, okay? Not on my watch, you know, okay? Not on my watch, okay? It got to the point where I was in bed, I was checking, there was a video with big boobs, I was watching her live stream. And she, okay, for a while, I was cracking jokes and everything. So okay, so here's the point. And then I do little doom scrolling, like ADHD, social media browsing, like jump here and there, notifications, check if all things show up. Okay, maybe go, let's see if my piece up or something. No, not yet. Okay, okay, so yeah, my watch list. I'm on the government's watch list. The government watch list, most likely. Okay. It's like if you're told the video, it's like everybody's being watched. Okay, that's a joke. But it's like we're all on a watch list. Now, Greg Doucette is on my watch list, okay? And Mike Israel, Frank Truffaut, who else? I mean, these are people that manually type in the name to go to the channel and see if they got a video. Sometimes I did something that triggers me, I just feel like maybe I have to go like talk about it. Sometimes, whatever. That's the point. This guy, Lowkey, okay, he's Lowkey, be messing with me. The first thing that you did wrong, you done fucked up, boy. Okay, so the first thing you did wrong was that you came in being passive aggressive and gaslighting at the same time. All the old passive aggressive gaslighting technique, like I haven't seen that before. One of my trading stream, you come in like pretending it's like a far content when like you buy stuff that's supposed to look like it's nice, but it's really sad to put on insult. See, where it's like we keep training. Let's keep training so we be jacked one day. That was the first thing you did that fucked up. That shows something. It'd be like, I don't know. Because do you understand? If you're coming to you guys got a six-pack, we put a six-pack, right? Let's train until we are ripped or shredded or jacked and all these things. Now you look ridiculous, okay? So that's where you fucked up on yourself. That is the first thing you did, okay? That you fucked up with. And that there was something before that. This guy's a satanic henchman, okay? Like some kind of like henchman or Satan, male grand or something, some kind of granddad or some rabid dog that Satan sick on my ass, something like this. That's the point. Some huge doggish creature acts like a dog. He returns to his little beard and doing backflips in the park. If I had a dog, I'd take the dog to the park. You take yourself to the park and do tricks, bitch. Wow, that's pretty good. Listen, bitch, I've been looking at your videos, okay? I've been looking at your videos. You take yourself to the park and do tricks, okay? That's what normal people do to dogs. See? See? Are you feeling the burn? I'm sure you feel the new inflammation from the repeated concussive doses you hadn't been taking as body necessarily, without taking antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, and not giving yourself inflammation with the alcohol drinking, the beer, and things like this. I know you've been feeling that. You show up at one of a few channels that can really help you to be less brain damage from taking punches to the head. Okay? So whatever. That's the burn, okay? The burn is this, the roast. You take, and that's just off the dome, nickel, okay, whatever. One of these guys most likely allergic to nickel or something. So you can't afford your silver jewelry. So you have to buy, I don't know, like stainless steel rings, and you go around telling your buddies, oh, it's a real silver ring I bought for $6,000 or something like this. Look at my tattoos, I get so punch stuff on this. Well, people get some punches about tattoos. You don't have that tattoos all the way up to your neck, okay? And your face. Say, boy, what you do with your life, with those tattoos on your face. Say, boy, you know that you paid the price. I guess it's hard to see when you head their way. To the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Behold this lyrics. I got a best friend. Whatever. See, notice how that you would have to cut off guard. You see the across the table, I have that sacrifice. You know it. You know where it hit you. I give you like a good 25% chance to be like flinching the right way, like that. Okay. That doesn't work. So that's the point. Now we're restless over this. He's so close. So that's the thing. I'm not really wanting to hurt you, okay? Just to get that there, for real. All jokes aside, all the birds. Some of these jokes, I don't really care to hurt your feelings, and like birds. But you remember you started this. Let's not forget to start this, okay? I would be surprised if I'm not with cats one of these days for being wickedly weird, okay? WW. Then you can go to the World Wildlife Foundation. But I'm a rabid dog creature. Christian told me I'm like that. Can you take me into an enclosure and I can do tricks in the park for visitors from China or something? Okay. He said, yeah. How's the boost working out for you? It's not working out, is it? He never does. Not long term. Take it from me. Yeah. So I invent a whole new combo for you guys. I might actually get the training this stream and actually play around with this, or maybe like an actual combo that I would try to magnify. And you see it first and be like, that's how unconcerned I am about your punches. And when I do that, I close the distance, I will bring fire and brimstone elbow strikes to overboard. That's what I'm aiming for. But generally the cranial region. Okay. Okay. So it's like that is I've had the process of it. But especially if I tell him, might be like he could do something stupid like keep his hands still the whole time. Okay. Now here's the point. I would be raining down fire and brimstone, hellfire and brimstone, elbow strikes to your head region generally, to the side, jaw, whatever, okay. If you're lucky. Okay, so that's the point. I kick you in the kneecaps and the balls at the same time. I do the double flying jump kick or something silly like that. Just jump up and push both legs forward, and one leg goes in crotch, and the other one in your knee, like this. This is the type of techniques I'm plotting. Okay. They can't stop these hands, understand? I've been thinking about getting it registered or something. It's like a trademark. Like Mike, there has to be a product there. Okay. Mike says unstoppable hand supplement, stuff like this. Okay. It'd be like a combo that actually I could like I do believe that it helps people get better hand speed. Okay. And fast hands are hard to stop. Okay. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't really want to hurt him. There might be things I see him saying where I feel like hurt him, and it's like not basically. Uh, Unless this guy would walk up to me, I wouldn't be so punched that, you know. So, but it's like you walk up to me with hostile intent, and I would have to fight you. Okay? I'm not looking to come hurt you physically. That's not the level that I feel about you. Okay. Sometimes I felt like I really want to punch on this person in the face that had been harassing me for the deep state prescription for 6 years. It's a different, you're lost on the same, okay? So if pastors are doing satanic stuff to you, then more, that makes you more mad, okay? I said that. My point is this. Yeah, so what started all this? You coming to my chat being what? Passive aggressive, this is not a joke now. And gaslighting, see? Like subtle narcissistic relation. People can act like this because they're flying monkey put up to do things like this, or because they got insecurities. It's like they see my videos, I got the hand speed or like pro box or something. It's like the person is trained themselves and they feel like, oh, I got insecurities. Okay, I want to somehow try to like take this guy down a notch with some comment that's like you're not as good as you think you are or something. It's kind of sudden. So that's the point. Possibly I'm better than I think in some ways. And worse, you know. So here's the thing, quite possible. Now here's the thing. So this guy, Lowkey, is a martial artist. He's had a few pro fights, amateur, pro. Okay. Now it's becomes kind of amateur is like that's what we call pro. Somebody's paying you, you're competing. It's like professional. Now some people need pros, like it has to be high level. Now this guy shows up. Okay. I think he might have showed up on one of my streams. If I got a comment from him. Not impossible that his stream showed up in my feed, okay? And it's this guy training martial arts. And it's like, I start watching some good training and stuff like this, and we get a government anyway. And I get a comment from him on my channel after that. It's like, hey, you know, so this kind of stuff happens sometimes. So, yeah, it's like I was being kind to him, despite him presenting as a satanic evildoer, okay? Which is not really something special. Like, oh, here's the Lord Satan. And it's like face value, okay? It's like face value, it's like his email is Lucifer or something, okay? And I'm a Christian. So I'm not exactly counting on getting along with this person, okay? So it's like for pagan heathen donations, send it to Lucifer at Gmail and something like this. So here's the guy, but I'm going to name myself for an email, not like Christ, Jesus, glory, or glorified or something like this. No. It's Lucifer. And then it's like, okay, so that, okay. At first, it's just you see a guy training. It's like, oh, I'm into training too. Okay. Or whatever. And it's like Lucifer Gmail. And he uploads videos about like satanic stuff, like paganism. It's like this Thor and these things. I actually come from Sweden, okay, where this false religion originates from. Asatro is called in Swedish. Asatro. A-S-A-T-R-O. And T-R-O is the word for faith in Swedish. So it's like, it's a compound word. They put like Kristen tro. That will be like Christian faith, okay? It's like a faith, that faith, okay? It can be wrong on that. So tro, T-R-O, is faith in Swedish. Has 3 letters, okay? So that is like a clue to what you should be believing, the Christian God. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, and these 3 are one. Okay. God the Father is not the Son. God the Son is not the Holy Spirit. And none of these are each other like the same. They are one God. And these 3 are one. They're 3 distinct individual members. One God. They're in unity. So it's not like the Holy Spirit. It's like down on earth getting people to not do something, and then God, the Father in heaven is like, I don't like what it's doing right now. Like everything they're doing, they're all in agreement, okay? And it never happens. There's been no time that they had a disagreement. where it's like, God, Christ needs to be on earth. It's like, you know, I don't want to raise Lazarus from the dead. I'm not going to do it. And God is like, come on, do it. God the Father and God the Holy Spirit, come on, do it. It's like, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do something like this. They've always been in the kind of unison, with the right word is. Actually, unison and perfect harmony. So that's the point. Yeah, so this guy is up to, and it's like, it's somebody, it kind of hurts my eyes, and it's like, it gets it like earth, like look at his channel. It's like, yeah, the training is, I'm interested in that, okay? They're training videos, kind of like what I do, only he goes to the gym, okay? But then it's like the intermittent, it's like worshipping evil spirits type stuff, okay? Yeah. So the first comment you left that changed things was you came, and that's aggression. See, if you come at me with aggression, don't act like the victim then, Darvo, like I'm a bad guy because I don't take shit from you. That's not kind of boundary testing. To be like, oh, let's be a little bit shitty to him and see if he will take it. And then if I would not, okay, eventually be normalized, it gets shitty increment by people like you, most likely. That's the point. It's like, oh, Mike, let's keep training until we get jacked. And I'm already jacked. I might have to look at the word book to really prove to you. But ripped and jacked, I'm in good shape. So, also, I'm a man who likes to strive with the truth, okay? You fight with lies, which is a losing game. Not surprising, a guy who shows some kind of allegiance to Lucifer that ends up being deceitful and fighting with lies. And I believe that like your little lies are not really gonna like break me down or something. Because there's like that's what I'm trying to do, and Mike you suck or something. So here's the point. Okay, yeah, so I'm looking at his community posts here. Yeah. That's a cranial grab. I just see that and me to think about it. Possibly my hand is big enough and your head is small enough that I could like get it. One hand, like normal people have to use two hands to grab a watermelon or something like this. So I just get it like a basketball. Okay. And then it's a walk up a little bit like this. Now be possibly be thrown punch at this time, so it's kind of like an MMA fight scene at this point. Where it's like you're not resisting anything I'm doing, okay. Basically. So it's like this, okay. But possibly I could do it like that, which is just like an egg like this. Okay. Yeah. And it's like I scoop up your brain, put it in my blender, like I said, gotta be high protein brain food meal, okay? This is like superfood for the brain, human brain matter, okay? Be the next liver king. Get people to donate like their deceased grandmother's brain to me, and I make smoothies for them. And I secretly I get awards, okay? Like high dose awards. And keep exercise as much as I do, and I'll be like, what's this big? And be like, yeah, the ancestral tenets of feeding your brain with other humans' brains and stuff like this. There's the point. And I'm possible back here, I had to have some kind of way where I like sell this to people, like brain extract from corpses. This type of stuff you're most likely seriously into. More like than other types of people, like profile. It's like necrosis. What's it called? Necromancy. Yeah, I think it's a third school medical necromancy. There was a man called Lowkey, a necromancer, among the heathen, or in the people, in the reprobate nation of America, who strove against Mike Salah, the man of God. To be continued. It's all, yeah, it works. Yeah, so this guy has been trash talking for chat. So basically, got all about it. I also called him out for like doing things that looked like narcissist dog abuse tactics, where he's trying to show beer. So it looks like gang stalking. See, like his 1 to 5 marks got put up by the program. It's like he shows those things the program has been used as visual harassment themes, numbers and symbols, things like this. Okay. Now here's the point. Even if that wasn't the case, you would have been toxic, okay? And this is the reason why I got mad at you. See? So, notice how I'm not full of shit and don't lie, see? So you're one of like an average internet hater, that when you start fighting, you turn to lies, you default to lies, okay? So I'm a little bit different than average folk in that way. Or being a Christian has changed me over time to be more honest. So when I fight, typically I don't fight with lies, okay? There might be something that I say that is not true now and then, but I believe it's true, but that would be weird, okay? So here's the point. Like most of the time, I say I'm not fighting with the truth, okay? I would be lying if I say I never lie, ever. It's like every person lies at least once a year, okay? That's the point. If I look at this guy's comments, plural, it's a lot of lies. It's like, Mike, you're a fake martial artist, fake fighter. Now you're gaslighting once again. See, notice how you turn to lies. I don't claim to be a fighter, see. For me to be a fake fighter, I had to claim to be a fighter. You don't hear me saying I'm a pro boxer, I have competition fights, I'm a martial artist, see. Like people go to a karate or something. I do martial arts, okay? And you don't hear me claiming to be a pro fighter anywhere. It's like you're just doing a narcissistic smear campaign. I want to say Mike is bad things. It's like I'm practicing martial arts. It's like you're a fake fighter. I'm not a fake fighter. It also gets more bizarre. Your TikTok is fake. Now here's the thing. You're a pro fighter. So I don't really, this is like a conflict that has more use than other like average blank channels that don't have videos themselves. Because I'm more impressive hitting bags than you are pro fighter, see. So I understand we might have some insecurities because you're a guy who's competing in martial arts and I'm undeniably more impressive than you. Okay? And that's a bold claim. A guy that has YouTube videos. People can watch your videos. You move around hitting bags, kicks, what do you? And people can see I'm faster and punch harder than you. High athleticism, more physical power, okay? Strength, speed, stamina, explosiveness, things like this. Relevant metrics. And apparently I know how to throw boxing punch and elbow strikes and kicks and knees and things like this. So me being harder, better, faster, stronger, hitting harder, faster, your gas tank doesn't seem to be bad, really. Okay, so you see, notice how I'm being honest as I'm analyzing it, unlike you, and not like I'm bored through my emotions. I get mad at somebody. It's like I want to hurt their feelings is the main focus. So what can I say to hurt their feelings and not being true, not accuracy? So this is how a lot of people. That's the point. So your quarter seems to be that good, okay? I would say good, okay, above average for sure. Like your age, okay? A lot of people can't stand from a bag and like throw punches and kicks for more than 30 seconds before like gassing out, okay? They like be on the floor, like, okay, like that, being exhausted. They're like a lot of guys that are not like training football or some kind of sport don't have a gas tank. So you do have like above average gas tank, but my gas tank is at least as good, okay? See, notice how I'm not a narcissist that just make things up because what I say about myself positives are true. It's like, yeah, they can watch my videos, I have a gas tank. See? I think in boxing, what is it? Like 3 12-minute rounds or something? Okay. So I do training just that, so like throw punches intense, not like pity pad soft stuff. But like we run intense, maybe stand and talk to the camera a little bit, get back to do the kicks and then go back. Then I will have to go and look because I don't use like a timer. Maybe I should do that and make like promos like they call them a pro boxer, 12 3-minute rounds or something like this. Sleep deprived, like truthful things. Like, well, I'm in this state, faster and sleep deprived and things like this. See? Like it's actual facts. What is the point? My punching power and speed is better. So people can look at my videos and look at yours. I'm more impressive. Now, me saying that I'm more impressive than you doesn't mean that it's not the same as saying that you suck at throwing punches, that you can't throw punches or kicks. I'm just saying I'm better. Okay, meaning I hit harder. I'm in better shape. I'm in better fighting shape. You know, boxers talk about fighting shape. And like pre-fight, like he's in best shape. Well, this guy looks like he's been feeding much. This other guy looks ripped and ready. Like, okay, see, like he's been in a training camp for a UFC fight. That's a pro fight. See, that's the physique I got. See, okay. And then you sort of gas out with that too when what he was lying. Mike is like you look disabled, like a guy in a wheelchair push around. That's just you making that up. Come up with something original. It's like you use something that was true. I have brown teeth. See? Okay. Okay. Oh, not okay. Don't taste me, bro. So, okay. So that was one thing you said that was true. I have brown teeth. Okay. If like, oh, the guys can alter, that also be true. They say, oh, he wears sunglasses indoors. That will also be true. Okay. This guy walks out with earplugs and sunglasses. Like that would be true that I'm a guy that walks out with ear glasses, with sunglasses and earplugs, okay? But it's like a lot of your stuff is like the average weak man that lacks integrity, strength of character. So look at your behavior. You're on a path of failure, not success. And if you would have played your cards differently, utilize your free will differently, you would have been favored. You would have favorable outcomes, more favorable outcomes. But because of how you chose to operate in interpersonal relations, you have a less favorable outcome. For example, obviously I'm in better shape than you. If you would have showed up, be like, hey, Mike, because the same person will tell I have competence in health fitness. And it's like the proof is in the pudding, the six pack, for example. Now, even if I lose my six pack, doesn't mean that like all the knowledge I had about how to get one or to keep one is gone then, okay? That's the point. But it's like it's more, it's like it's okay. If you talk about make videos like a lot of guys are low T, that's why it's so rare that men trying to have six packs now. And here's how to raise your T so that you can have a six pack if you want to. Well, if you're a guy having a six pack, apparently you know the real like the strategy, like how to do it, okay? It's like proof, okay? Observation, not like I was 17 and had a six pack, I'm telling you. Okay, that's the point. It's like exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, okay? There's like a pack of exhibits, it's just totally proven. Mike's having a six pack, you know, if I see Kofi having a six pack, like, look at this judge, like, towards the curb, okay? Get that prosecutor, throw him in the lake. Anybody here that's not Mike's side, put him in prison. Something like this, okay? See, he's got a six pack, why is he in here? Okay? He has a six pack, like, this is fake. Like, he has real cases to do about soccer. That's the point. Okay, see? Okay. Yeah, it's not my fault, okay? Listen. I wouldn't even want to hit you in the head because I feel bad for you getting brain damage. I'd be worried about giving you brain damage. Like landing one shot on you. One of Mike's side punches. I feel like, I feel more bad for you than aim, okay? So it's like a mix of temperament mood states, okay? Physiological states that are fluctuated more or less. But it's this intermediate taker, okay? And irritation, I would say, by your irritating behavior. See, you're the problem, Nick. Nick. Okay. So, yeah, this guy has so much tattoos on him. It's easy to confuse him with a guy called Nick. Oh no, okay, whatever. That's the point. So yeah. Oh, boogie. Here's the thing. You can't stop these hands, Lowkey. I'll hit you with the sun don't shine and where the birds don't sing and your brain don't stay on anymore. See? I'm like Muhammad Ali on roads. Okay? I'm like Muhammad Ali had a child with Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson. The other guy that I went too far. So it's like, okay, but it's okay, yeah. So I'm like Muhammad Ali, okay? Yeah. It's like I'm like Muhammad Ali, okay? Compared to you. Can't stop these hands. You can't stop them, understand? Not even I can stop the hands. I see the hands go. Can't stop these hands, bro. So I don't think you can stop them. It's hard for me to stop my hands. How could you? I've had that experience operating these hands. But you don't have inside experience of operating Mike's hands. For sure. So how are you gonna stop them? Okay. I get you, bitch. Okay. I get you, bitch. Yeah, I get you, bitch. I can break these cuffs, okay? I don't have cuffs. Yeah, that's the problem for you, Lowkey. You don't have a taser in the ring, and I don't have cuffs. That's the problem for you. That's what stands in between you winning the fight. Okay. That is the obstacle. Mike's size in the ring not having cuffs and like you having a taser with the autumn. Okay. That pepper spray that I had. Cause some kind of midget there, so or something like this. It has some kind of stick or something like this. I don't know what he would need, but you need, okay. Maybe something strange. All the tarot cards in the world, all the jinxes and spells, and low testosterone beer protocols, and not taking vitamins. Like his protocol, your protocol is anti-TC. You would have shown up with a different attitude. Come at me right, understand? I would have been here. Be like, hey, might want to come up when I invite as a guest, for example. If you would come up, I'd be like, if you're not like a guy who's just irking by not seeing my value and worth as a human being, my competence, see? And it'd be like, oh, it's like this, I want to learn like health fitness, and I can tell you know something about this, or a lot, or like the most in the whole university, like one of these, okay? And okay, so you get it. So it's like, not being a global, so I deny us, okay. If you would have showed up in Ipsa, I would have been to spend like 1 hour doing free coaching too. Yeah, here's, okay, what is your current diet look like? What's your supplementation, if any? Make adjustments, like stop doing this, do more of that, and you will have raised athleticism. So fighting is not just about technique, okay? It's about athleticism. There's a reason why boxers do training camps. There's a reason why, like a UFC fighters, like the fighters come up to do a training camp to get their body. They're already like walking around like more fighter than the average person, but it's like get their body ready for like a red light performance, like more short term, okay? And possibly some people train so hard, if they train like that constantly, then it will hurt their performance. And it's like, okay, there's a point. Yeah, so I'm not saying you suck, okay? I've seen you throw some fast hands in training. Okay, I've seen you do sport and you can move around and things like this. That don't impress me much. Do, 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 do. Yeah, you got your hands, but can't stop Mike SAHA's hands. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you will be very easy to beat. Okay, that's the point. And it would be very easy to beat if I can connect with a Mike SAHA punch, as opposed to no Mike SAHA punch. If I can connect one of my Mike SAHA punches to your cranium generally, like somewhere here, especially like here, from the front or the side, like kind of like this, there, like where I got a little beard thing. You must like goatees, huh? Okay, you're a little goat. Not like the way people get complimented. You're a goat. You're a goat. The bad kind. You're a goat. Not the goat. You're a goat. One of many. See? I'm a male wing. Not ram. I'm a sheep. So I like to fashion myself as a good animal. If there was one. Okay, well, it's like I'm gonna put like an animal on the wall to remind me of some traits that are good. Okay. It's like persistence or discipline or stubbornness or something like this. It's like a ram, okay. I like rams. Male rams, they fight, they have a rule set when they fight. And it's pretty simple, the ram fighting sport. Where they back up in a straight line from each other, raise their heads, and then they both like charge like American supercar goes too straight fast muscle car. And then the last part they hit like this. So basically it's head body is how the rams fight. And there's no like trying to navigate to get him with the hoof. They could see it's like theoretically, if like you stand behind the ram and he like kicks back like a horse does, it could hurt your knee, it could cause cuts, it could puncture the skin most likely, hit at the right angle with the hoof, bruising, possibly a broken rib. If you jump up and back kick, for example, if you think about this like a ram instead of 4 legs, if you like go up on his front leg, you know how on a motorcycle you go up on the back, that on the other side, but like goes up on his front legs and then kicks both his legs back like this. That kind of like horses can kick. That goes up and kicks both legs. If they're catching the ribs, that can hurt you. To get okay, or the knees or the nuts or something like this. There's a YouTube channel you should look at, Angry Ram. That's a great YouTube channel. I like the one where he came back and was even angrier. That's one of my favorite episodes. That's a good channel. Okay. And it's like looking for his next victim in the forest and things like this. And it's like they go feed him. This guy's an animal. They feed him raw chilies by the pound, and he's like opening up and yeah, okay, yeah, he just makes him angrier, okay, and then it goes around 40 minutes, I guess. I don't know how long it takes until like this or something go on, but I did some investigation on this, and like one of the effects is that it can have an antiparasitical effect. So maybe if you had like just a few worms in your ram roaming on your land, and it's like just the infection start or something like this. Possibly eating like that chili like kill the worms before they grow to levels like you might have the veterinarian need to give them some like super strong big pharma parasite kills. So I don't know the specifics of this, but basically I believe that chili and garlic and things like this that people use traditionally against parasites can work. Okay, so I like that they put a punching bag in the woods too, and the ram was practicing his ram fighting technique, and it's pretty simple. So it's like straight, they back up, get some distance, okay? And then they charge forward. And then they not just like running forward. The last part, they kind of put the whole body into it, okay? Like this. Now, this is not something that translates to human combat. Because rams have like a bubble wrap brain, kind of. Their neck is built different. Their cranium is built different. So a human is not designed by God to like if force is needed, like headbutt things with as much force as they can generate with their body. Okay, like there's really no angle when it's advised that you should use your full body, like all your power to like ram your head into another person's head, because there's like worse angles and better, but there's no really good angle to like give it your all and say like run this start and then jump to the last part with your head like this. Yeah, it can possibly hurt other person more, but it's not really how you decide to fight as a human. Oh, one of the things that make humans be different than monkeys, and people think we're related from them, is that we can use tools more. Okay, so monkeys are more like fighting just melee. Okay, well, their body. Okay, as a weapon, whereas humans are more designed. This is part of the balance of the world where humans have the advantage. So it's like being locked in a room with a gorilla. If it wanted to fight you, it'd be difficult. But if you had a 10 millimeter Glock, uh, now you have a chance, and that's what the gorilla can't operate effectively, or a 44 Magnum revolver, or a 357 Magnum. Some calories would go for that. Same calories as you would to stop a charging bear, pretty much, like a 12 gauge shotgun loaded with slugs, for example. So same like Alaska bear country, bear starter rounds, not like a 22, because a bear is built like a tank, and when it charges you, it's hard to get its vitals, and the skull can be so thick that like even a 9 could glance off and not like do a lot to it. It can ricochet off and things like this. So bears are difficult to like kill. Even deer. It's like if you try to go hunting, there's a reason to hunt deer with 9 millimeter handguns. Like if you try to go hunting, like even if you get within 30 meters, you'd still to like put it down quickly, but want to have it presented sight to like this, so you can get it behind the leg here in this area. See, so, which means even a deer charging you, while the head is in place, like under stress and it's not coming to kill you, an elk or something like this, it might take more than one round, see? Unless you hit it at just the right spot. Now from the front you still hit it here, but it's that there's a certain place you want to hit it in an angle. So, yeah, basically you want something that has good penetration, penetrates deeply, and can like cut through bone and cause a lot of tissue damage and you reach it vital organs. So basically, here's the thing, we're getting sidetracked here. So, okay, the Angry Ram, I can recommend the channel, Ram Bros, Angry Ram, something like this. And I like the channel, okay. And they have the Angry Ram attacking motorcyclists. It's like they mounted a GoPro on the Ram. So they had like the first person view of his like serial killer, like stalker, like I found another hiker in the woods, kind of get him. Okay, see, okay. It's anthropomorphizing and also attributing pathology to him, like as if he was a serial killer. I said, he's just being a ram. It's not sinning by like defending his territory. So there's a point. So a ram would be a ram, honestly. You can get the ram out of the bush, but you can't get the bush out of the ram. Okay. You get the budgie out of the bush, but you can't get the bush out of the budgie. Okay. Yeah. Especially if they don't underwear. Okay. I've been thinking about maybe I should get diapers for them, just for like cute videos. I saw it just now. See, that's how that works. That's the point. It was past tense, so I've been thinking. See, okay. It wasn't I am currently thinking. Now, here's the point. This guy, you got the gospel, okay? I wrote the gospel in the car, but you had to believe the gospel of burning hell for eternity. That's the biggest problem. I'm not really too concerned about, uh, okay. I'm not, okay. So, uh, yeah, okay. I'm not really looking to come like hunt you down and spend money, buy a plane ticket and like come outside your house and wait for you like jump or something. It's not at that level, okay. But if you would show up in my city and run or walk up on me, I would be expecting a fight, Lowkey. Okay, this is seeing how you've been talking. So, uh, now here's the point. In my town, I'm not the mayor, but you understand. In my hometown, is where I live. Okay. Now he writes. He wrote, "I'm an agent." It says 30 minutes ago. Now who's the agent? It's the narcissist switcher game. I called you out like this guy is looking like an agent to me, and now all of a sudden I'm the agent. Psych, Mike, you are the agent. Also, like when he wrote something like, I don't know, it's kind of scary. Like a lot of people think that when you talk about gang stalking, they misinterpret you because they don't have discernment, as if you're scared. See? So if they hear me talk about, I'm the total prosecution program, and I take these measures to protect myself. You see, which shows I'm not insane. Okay, it's like I lock my door at night, living in an urban area. You see, it's like a low-income urban area. I lock my door before going to bed. And the same thing when I say I have a security system where special people go outside, be like you're scared. Like they want to believe that because they can sense that I'm not as fearful as they are. I guess could be some kind of envy. So that's the point. So it's like sometimes people hit me, it's like, Mike, you're scared. It's like, and they'd be like, maybe a troll be like, attack me. It's like, you're one of these cowards that sit here attacking my chat. You don't have a picture of your face. You're scared. And they'd be like, oh, well, you're scared of the government. You won't leave your home, okay, without a camera running and special clothes and things like this. It's like, so that, no, that doesn't show fear. That shows that I'm believing something is happening and I'm responding reasonably to it. Okay, so since it happened before, I've been out in the program has had some agents spray a chemical on me in passing from a car, for example. It's like if I don't want to be poisoned and have like mystery chemical sprayed on me by the program, it makes sense to think about how can I stop this from happening again, and if not certainly, then it's like reduce, make it harder for them to pull that same tactic off again. Say, okay, so. Yeah, okay. You started being annoying in your energy, and your behavior does match what I've seen before from people they get put up, recruited to be a flying monkey. Now, even if not, you're a toxic person, okay? You got satanic things you do, like overt, literally. Like Catholicism is Satanism too, but you got overt Satanism going on, like Loki and Thor and these fairies, gods, and this and that and the other thing, and divination and magic rituals, and doing changing the future by symbols and all this weird stuff. Okay, I'm a Christian, so it's like that. There is somebody who's in the dark occult. Okay, and commonly correlating with behaving in delusional ways long term to a significant degree is schizoid disorders like paranoid schizophrenia or like some schizo stuff. Basically, it's like legitimate illnesses which can come from brain inflammation. Okay, there are guys been getting hit in the head. So I told you, it's like one of the things I told you. I wrote about like you bought something, I bought something back, and you make a small talk. You talk about your training, and it's like it's like I train too, but only at home. I don't compete with anybody. You call me a fake fighter. Like, do you know how dishonest that is? It's like you're trying to say that I'm like a stolen valor type fighter. See, like one of these guys go out like I'm a Swedish police officer, like I'm a Navy SEAL or something. So like then they get it through a fake Navy SEAL. I'm a guy who trains martial arts. See, and it's not like I'm trying to make people think I'm a pro martial artist. I make license like I don't spar. I have never fought, competed before, but I like training, okay? I train and I'm on level at punches and speed as some pro boxer I can see on Instagram. So notice how you gas something and lie there. Where it's like you're making some shit up with like your fake Instagram, you're a fake fighter or something like this. I'm not a fake fighter, okay? I don't go around claiming like I'm a pro fighter. I've had 16 fights in the UFC or something like this. Okay. Like underground taekwondo tournaments. No, I'm a martial artist. Okay. Maybe that you don't not familiar with that what martial artist is. A martial artist is somebody that trains martial arts. Now I have been in physical conflict several times in my life since childhood. Fist fights, wrestling, like grappling. I've been in scuffles and altercations, like physical tussles of very kinds, receiving and delivering energy. Okay, so here's the point. But I don't go around claiming, okay, because I'm an honest person. I'm not someone who's like faking, making things up, okay. So that's another thing I said. This bullshit. It's like you're fake fan. It's like I'm somebody who's going around. Yeah, I had 12 fights. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm very open and transparent. See, and all this. Like, I train martial arts. I'm a Christian martial artist. I pray to God better at martial arts. Been training and getting better at it. Okay. I don't go to a gym. This is awful. I mentioned this. So I was trying to get people to think I was like a fighter. Let's say, I'm like, yeah, I'll go train from the gym. So I sport with guys all the time. I've had a few fights in the gym or something. It's like so. It's like you're being deceitful. So you're a toxic person and you're deceitful and it's like I fight with the truth, which is like an actual sword, and you fight with lies, which is like one of these little plastic toy swords that melt in the heat. They don't have good durability, and they're not good at delivering deep wounds. So notice I didn't show up. Okay, he was talking in the comment section, like doing like a thread, and this is the second time I invite him up. First time after we fell out, and we actually wrote a comment on his page, and then I went live for close to an hour. So it's like, okay, why don't you come up and be a guest on my next laptop stream? Last time I asked, he ducked me. And then he's acted like, trying to trash talk my martial arts. Okay, if I want to make it look more delusional and ridiculous, I guess I can start doing videos where I go side by side, see? Look at his training video versus mine. And same day, you make a training video and I make a pad of, I go live and be like, okay, let's look at his punches speed. And then compete with like that. And like, okay, he's moving like, okay, I'll throw harder punches. It's like, so you be the judge, he's hitting harder. See? So, it's up to you, okay? So I'm not mad enough at you where I'm like, I'm gonna save up money, come to your city, finally kick your butt more or something like this. Okay. It's like I'm not mad to the point where I like end up saying none of the things like this, okay? It's like in the moment, man, you say, I want to kick your ass, I'll fucking knock your ass. What I'm saying is, I do believe that I could win a fight stepping into the ring with you today, okay? I do believe I could win a fight stepping into the ring today. If I walk into your gym, and here's the thing too, where it's like a fantasy scenario. Because what you don't understand or pretend not to understand or know is I'm a tall individual, which means I got to a point where it's like I have to reduce how often I go outside, the frequency of going outside. I have to avoid going to restaurants, see? Not because I get in fights there, but because I've been sprayed with chemicals by perps in there and harassed and things like this. And getting close to like getting so mad I end up being locked up or something like this. Okay. Do you understand? So since I get harassed every time I go outside by the gang stalker persecution program, sometimes when I say gang stalker, people are like, oh, this is the what gang stalk? It's not gangs, okay? It's not criminal gang stalking me, and I'm not associated to gangs, okay? Gang stalk is a term that it's because gang stalking meaning you're stalked by a gang, a bunch, a group of people. So it's not solo stalker. It's like one crazy ex stalks his girlfriend. Or it's like a group. There's like more than 20 people stalking you, okay? That have a job to, see? I guess this is why this Lisa stalked by the feds. I will check out her Instagram. recently. Maybe that's why she picked stock by the feds and not getting stock by the government or something like this, because it's unfortunately it's like appearances matter too much in this day and age, and not like precise terminology. Okay. Yeah, so he didn't show up in the chat. I unblocked him. He was talking up the store about me in his community. Like my dad talking trash. And if I replied to someone's comment, I get tired of like sitting and writing like this, okay? Okay. And it's like not even knowing if I'm hid on his channel or something like this. So I leave a comment and I write, why don't you come up as a guest on my next laptop stream? So this is a full stream, but like next laptop stream. And they get a reply. To my knowledge, I didn't see a notification. Okay, and he didn't come in here. So before I started the stream, I went to his channel and clicked like the flag and unhide user, because I blocked him before, okay? Which means I cannot leave comments on my channel, in my live chat. So I guess he doesn't want to come on. So it's just gonna look ridiculous if you keep talking on your comment section about me, and then when I challenge you to come up on my panel and talk closer to face, you see, it's like it's text, okay? If it's real time, it's closer to talking to a guy in real life. Do you understand? It's less of keyboard warrior stuff. Like being on another channel, if it's a video call live stream, if you're up there, I'm up there, it's closer to like talking to a person in real life. Without like if you throw a punch, I don't have to worry about win a fight now and vice versa, okay? Because like you can't like punch me in the nose, and I can punch you in the nose because it's a video. What is the point? That's for good and bad. Okay, so I was actually thinking about this, doing a live stream. I was thinking maybe I'll go live, okay? So this is not like the only reason I went live. I just end up going live a lot. I like live streaming. It's like a love-hate, where it's like some things that do are uncomfortable at times, and I'm in a bad mood doing them, or have some kind of discomfort, but it's meaningful. So it's just like it's like a mix, like martial arts training. Sometimes I train martial arts and I hit the dummy, and it's like, if not every punch, just like 1 out of 10 punches I throw is give me pain. But it's like I still enjoy training and get like caught up in it, and it's something that's like meaningful. So, what was the point? Yeah, okay. So I've been speaking the truth, and you want to like try to put me down, but Mike, you know, you're weak. It's like you just show how dishonest you are. Yeah, people can watch my videos. They can see what type of weights I can lift, move around, how many times. They can see my punches, how many punches I can throw. It's like, oh, he threw 150 punches, each of them being hard and fast, okay? And and it's like, okay, so he can throw punches and kicks and this and that. So it's like, it just makes it look irrational, deceitful, and like a hater, see? When it's like, Mike can't throw a good kick, he can't throw a hard kick. You're slow, you have no speed. So this is like what you're doing. And it's like, are you crazy? Are you that irrational and deceitful? That's like, okay. It'd be similar to me if I said this guy has fake tats or something. He's got fake tats. He's got henna tats, okay? He's got fake tats. It's like, you'd be like, this guy's ridiculous. Like, how dare he even make up such a like goofy lie to change reality, gaslighting? See, anybody can watch my videos. See, I can throw hard and fast punches and kicks harder than you, bitch. Okay? I'm not joking. I might get into doing videos like this and like do competition with you. It means like you make a live stream, I end up going like go live, and then you gotta be one of these people. Like a few times I got mad at some fighting celebrities like Mike Perry or something. Okay, I'm training for Mike Perry. I'm training to like throw lethal elbows or something like this, and I'm in the mood. And it becomes like half a training camp for a specific C-level fight. But I'm not really like thinking it's gonna happen. But it's kind of like a mental thing I understand. It's kind of like if I be like I'm training to fight Mike Tyson in his prime or something like this. Okay. in my mind. It's like the dumbest Mike Tyson is prime or something. Do you understand? That's the point. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. It's like, Mike, you basically like you suck at martial arts. No, I don't. People can watch, and I'm more impressive than you, Mr. Pro. It's undeniable. If you look at your training streams and my training streams, I'm more impressive than you are in my martial arts, my athleticism. And what's more impressive, I'm self-taught, self-trained, see? So it's like I'm self-taught, self-trained, and you're a guy who's performed at a lower level than me, who's done what an average guy will reliably get good at, athletic fighting stuff, if he does. It's like go to a gym, start training, have a coach, other people that help you out, and everything. See? So yeah, it's like you made the moves. It's like I'm making my little comic moves here. Lie, 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 and I do what I do. It's like he's saying this. There's a lie. Okay, hit that with the truth. Here's some negative truth about him. So, deceivers are not strong. Okay. Lying men and deceptive men, deceitful men are weak. Okay. Truth has power too. Not lies. I've been pulling all night. I've been up all night, and I still probably could go long and throw harder, faster punches than you ever done on YouTube channel since starting. Oh. I noticed it hasn't showed up. I gotta check. So I was thinking about training. Burn off some energy. What's the problem? Let's see if I got a reply from this guy. Plot thickens. No. Okay, how would you think if I came to your channel in one of your live streams? Let's keep training. One day we'll be able to throw hard punches. You'd be like, what? Okay. And notice how there'd be a sort of put down. See? Where it's like, since seen it, I'm not throwing good punches yet. I had to keep training. And I try to solve it by saying weird stuff like this. I'm already jacked, you're not. I'm with a six pack. You come off as an average internet troll. Okay. It's like Machine Gun Kelly had a diss song about it, but it's like I'm sick of being rich and still mad, okay? So that is like there's something to that general attack, okay? It's like Joe Rogan or something like this. If he's in a podcast episode, it's like something. This is a really hard thing going on, okay? Waiting in line at the airport for this for 17 minutes. And this is like baby problems. Some people have real problems, okay? It's like I had a problem. I can't go out in public. I've been sprayed with chemicals by the government. Or like, okay, is I have to like dodge a vertical minefield. It's okay. Maybe they might spray. Maybe also chemical. So I can't go eat at a restaurant. See, to get bad service or wait too long. That's been my life. Was I have to go stop going to restaurants now and then because one time I got sprayed with a chemical converted by perp, a trio perp that walked next to my table. See? So it's like, do I value my health more than eating tasty food at a restaurant now? See? So it's not like fear-based or like emotional response, it's being circumspect. Okay. So yeah, whatever. You're a fighter. Boy, you're actually all insecure. I guess it gotta be literally shows what level I'm at that I make people like you insecure with their pro fights. That I excel and outshine you. And it makes you insecure. And I was being helpful too, but this is how it gets with weak men. It's like if an alpha show up, a real alpha, not a weak person like you. And it's like being a leader and working with top and having competence and high value. It's valuable to be able to teach how to reduce the risk of getting cancer at the ratio of testosterone. And these weird things that you can't find on my Gustav channel, other people. And it's like one of them is sitting there drinking beer. And I know, because I have value, like how to be strong as a man. I have knowledge, competence. Like I know that beer contains a phytochemical, I think it's called. It contains an ingredient for sure that lowers testosterone. Okay. And so I wrote, I just see up on all this alcohol. I recently quit drinking. I have been drinking for close to 3 months now, John. And I wrote this, like, oh, he's like, so you're sharing an open for conversation like we did activities. Like if I make you do vitamin C water. So how much vitamin C you put in there or something? Something like, oh, okay, you take I don't take vitamin C, I just drink orange juice. I'd be like, well, you need more than orange juice. You see? So it's like, it's not like, oh, I'm doing something bad by talking to the comment section in a non-aggressive way, not provocative. But it's like, this guy's uploading, again, he's drinking beer, this beer, that beer. And it's like, me, I quit drinking. When I did drink, I would drink vodka or whiskey because beer contains something with testosterone. Okay, see, and that's what you're a fighter that's working to do things that require masculinity, testosterone, the athleticism hormone, the masculine hormone, the recovery hormone, the punching power hormone, the speed hormone, the endurance hormone, the recovering from injury hormone. Low-level injury, microtrauma is breakdown of muscle fibers as exercise. See, it's like what is knuckle condition? It's like you're not hitting a concrete wall so hard. You're being attached for 12 months to improve your punching ability. No, it's like how you can tap something like this, and then you're hurting. It's a small, a micro trauma. It's a small amount of trauma, and it makes it stronger and it helps you improve. But it's like a balance. If you do it too hard, then it's like, oh, I hit the thing, the board I was just knocking too hard, and it's like, now I really can't throw a punch or shoot it for like a few months. So now you're not getting punching training and impact training because you see, so training is designed to make it better, not worse. Okay, so you're sabotaging your fighting ability by your lifestyle. Okay. I saw from all the things him up on his drinking, it looked like it might have been orange juice in one of them. Okay. Which is saying, okay, he's drinking something that's not beer and has vitamin C in it, even a symbolic amount. I would call it a symbolic amount at this point. Yeah, truly a symbolic amount. In like a third of a glass of orange juice. Yeah, okay. Now this after fell off. So yeah, you could have had benefit a lot, but it's like you got weird, okay. And the thing is, you were acting in ways that I've seen game stalkers act before. People get recruited, put up by the program. Like somebody tells something like in the next video, buy this beer, and that turn around because it got certain symbol on it, and it's like use the number 33 a lot in your uploads, okay. And these are little details. There's like one thing might not be enough, it could be a red flag. But it's like if it's over time, more and more things, it's like red flags become deal breaks, and this guy is most likely one of these game stalkers guys could put up to it. It would sound better if I was like, oh, anytime somebody on the internet, I am always right. 1 second, 100% they're perfect. And sometimes it's like, no, it's like, it's okay. Part of it is your will, see. It's like, you have to make exactly people better for the doubt to decrease the false positive rate. Okay. So I gotta see if this guy has come back with some kind of retort with a question. Not wrong. Within quotation marks. This is still that has landed. Eller en talgoxe. He was attracted. I think he will not be attracted by my birds. I think that is kind of like a little wholesome moment since this happened. It's happened I put the burkas out on the balcony on Sunday days, okay? And like, okay. And then I see this like explosive coming out next to the cage. So it's almost like they accepting them as other. It's not like, whoa, these guys are freaks, okay? No, it's like, these are small yellow birds. It's kind of like curiosity, possibly. That could be the talk of the town on the bird grapevine, okay? Where it's like, and I've also seen this when I was out camping last month and had the birds out there. There's like seagulls. I can tell, body language. I can tell that they're like curious about these birds. So you don't have to like anthropomorphize them and like project human qualities like thinking and deeper reasoning ability to birds. Okay. But you can tell that they are interested, that they are curious. State curiosity, which a cat will have too. So if it's moving and they get into investigation mode, say, like their ears, eyes, ears, nose, okay. So I've seen seagulls when I had my birds out there, and they stand out like a sore thumb or a yellow budge in Sweden, which is what they are. And, okay, and it's like I see seagulls do like a drive by without shooting anything. But it's like they fly. Normally the seagulls like fly the other way somewhere, okay. But I could tell that they kind of fly by like this and check them out. See, I've seen that several times. Where it's like seagulls that come and then kind of do a turn. I guess they see the birds from a distance and kind of check them out so you can see they give like side eye. Where the seagulls kind of, and they come like swoop in close to the back with it and then go like this, okay, and check them out. I caught on camera this once. And I've also had sparrows come back. It's like as small birds gotta stick together. So I've also have thought this out. People have told me before, even on the internet, drunk people on streets. Michael said that like to sound like they're a PETA member or something like this. Like some hyper vegan, cult vegan. It's like anything humans get out of animals is evil. That is. So it's like, oh, I like to have pets. Why are you keeping your cat as a slave? He needs to run free in the forest or something like this. You need to let him out. Okay? The birds. It's like a lot of it's like they look like demonized, okay? So anyway, I've had people say some of them might be trolling, okay? Okay. And then some of them might be serious. Mike, you need to let the birds out. No. The birds want to be flying free. The birds want to stay alive is what the birds want. Okay. So if I let them out of the cage, they're unlikely to survive a month. They're less likely for sure. See? So the birds want to survive to get to a point where they can carry on the genetics to a female body. That's what they wanted. They're not wanting to die out here, going on like a one-day run in the sun, and it's like, oh, these guys are sparrows and they can't even have babies. Okay. So they want to survive and carry on the genes, most likely. They don't want to be let out and freeze to death, okay, or get eaten by a hawk or a cat in the neighborhood because they sit down, eventually get hungry enough. When like the panic attack sets, that disappears because they're so freaked out, it's so new, okay, it's like this birds. Like once the panic attack stops and like exhausted land, there's a simple board or something. They said that's going to be when a neighborhood cat that saw the yellow body from a mile off and has been sneaking up slowly, okay, close to the ground, just like waiting. Yes, I'll say something like that can happen. Like a neighborhood cat, I see cats. People let the cats out. Okay, they have like latchkey kid cats, and the cats go in and out at their own pleasure. Possibly has another lead or something. Basically, okay, letting them out, they could be caught by a cat. That would be one of the most likely predators in this area. That they would be endangered cats. It's like there's not really that many predatory birds. They're like birds that eat other birds in Sweden. There's an ormvråk. That might be a hawk. Ormvråk. Snake hawk. No, ormvråk. Yeah, some of these animal names, I don't know the English name for it. Yes, it's important. I like the birds again. Sometimes when I don't care to cover the cage and I'm to make a video with the audio becomes worse because they're chirping, and then if I'm on my laptop, it can have the effect that it kind of drowns out the other audio. If there's a sound in the environment, it makes the audio let my voice speaking low. Yeah, I thought about this. If the birds would escape and fly out somehow, what would happen? Well, it's not unlikely to be there within a month, 30 days, unless it return. Okay. And it's like I let them in, they come knocking on the window and let them in or something like this. They're not really made for this climate. I thought a strategy for success for them would be to attach themselves to a sparrow detachment. Okay? To attach themselves to a group of sparrows, to be accepted by like a flock of sparrows. Okay, would be the greatest survival chances. Just on a hunch, okay? Because I have observed the behavior that the sparrows seem to, it's like small birds, okay? Magpies and crows hang out in the same spot. There's different birds, but they kind of act the same. And it's like if a magpie sees a crow at the ground, he goes to check out what the crow is eating because they eat the same things. They're the same size. They're both not. There's the same type of birds, okay? Mostly, it's like the same size. They're concerned about the same things. Cats sneaking up on them, or anything like this. They eat the same things. Things like this. So it's like you can see how magpies and crows kind of group up, but not super close, okay? Similar to that, like the sparrow budgie, where it's like the sparrow might be attracted by the sound of small bird chirps, where it's like what he is, a small bird, okay? And there's a pair of small birds over here, let's go check it out. It might be an accent, a dialect, it sounds different sparrow. So he goes checks it out. So I can tell that they're not really they're not like mortal enemies. Okay. Like the sparrow is not reacting to the birds as the bird is if it was a snake in the cage, obviously. Or something like this. And vice versa. So most likely if you could get like a pet sparrow, you could put it in a budgie cage and they could be like a group and would get along. Okay. Now the sparrow, it's interesting. It's a little bit different. I'd say it's like if I would have to bet money on like a one body versus a sparrow, like one of my bodies versus the average neighborhood sparrow. Possibly I had to bet on the sparrow, unless I give like a training camp and pray to God about this and things like this. But basically, the sparrow looks like more sturdy and tough. Okay? It's like like Mowgli. It's been grown out in the jungle, has to fend for survival every day. It's like there's moves you can make in his daily life that could result in death, and he's been surviving for years. Okay, so it's like the sparrows. Not just the aesthetics, the visual, but it's like they're a sturdy creature. They survive hardness here. They're not like having somebody come spoon feed them every day. So these birds and like your cats are pretty much like an emperor or a king in that Middle Ages, where it's like they have somebody do everything for them. I thought about that. It's like a cat, like a lot of cats, they are like a human royalty. Like if you look at the life, like they don't have to cook. They don't have to go to the supermarket or go hunt in the woods. You go get food for them, see, and prepare it for them. You give water to them. You get like a little bed for it and make it. Those all these things. They cannot do any of this. So it's similar to an emperor in Japan or China, like hundreds of years ago, or like real like royalty, where they have like a pampered. Okay. Like they stand up and there's like two men servants to go and put their coat on for them, type of stuff. Okay, like they stand up and there's like a guy that comes like Charles, was it? I need my coat. So this guy comes and they have some bell. Ding, 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 like a cat. Like, ding, 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 ding. Yes, sir. And then he comes in. What do you desire, sir? And he goes like, a glass of cold water. What is hot or something? And he comes and like rounds for his life. What is okay? But yet graciously. He moves quickly and graciously together, okay? And then he comes back. Here you go, sir. Okay, kind of. You know the drill. So basically, that's what I'm saying. Okay, cats live like empty, like royalty, like kings in the Middle Ages. Okay, and queens and princes. It's like they have men servants, and okay, human servants. They have human servants. If you look at it, okay, where it's like you cook for them, you do food for them, buy clothes for them if they need it. They don't have to. So yeah, basically, a house cat versus uh like what would call it be? Like one of these like breeds are more wild and have been living in the wild for a while. So they are more likely to live. Like a forest cat. And the same way that I think that a pig that kind of escapes from a farm and then goes like feral, that lives in the woods for like 6 months, and then comes back and has a fight with one of the the watered down pigs. I might not be on him too. Because he's been returned to like wild roots, he's been out there like digging into the ground and fighting things most likely. And just whatever the physiological and psychological changes would be better off. So like also return with like an infection every weekend, right? So here's the point. Yeah, I like birds. Not too bad. One of the things that it makes it harder for you, it makes it harder for the opponent to murder you with like gas in the public department. See, you know, you've heard about cameras in the coal mine before. They would have cameras, little cameras in little coal mines. There was a gas leak. The LD50 is lower for a bird than for a human. So, like the silence of the lambs. If the bird starts, notice it's a chirp all the time. If the bird starts chirping, that's trouble. An inverse it's a biological or organic, let's say, a biological inverted alarm. Because a fire alarm starts making a sound when something is wrong, and the bird is making sounds all the time, unless something is wrong to the point where it's dead. Okay, see. So pretty much, it's like it has a baseline of chirping, and then if there's something that scares it or hurts it, it makes more noise. Okay, it gets louder. Okay, so yeah, these birds. One of the advantages with birds is told in the video is it makes it harder for people to pump gas into my apartment to like kill me and be like, oh, he died of some kind of severe asthma attack in his sleep. And it's like, and why did the birds get found dead at the same time? You see, it's like something that makes it a little bit harder to pull something off without anybody raising eyebrows. So this is like kind of the game of the video. Find ways to make it harder for them to pull some things off. And a lot of people are lazy and weak. See? So it's like they are prone to believe what they want to hear. Like Scott did. If they want you dead, they could have done it a long time ago. Also, it's just ignore the tone type advice. Okay. Lazy targets don't survive long and deal well with the target. So if you look at a year, you're gonna have to have at least like amount of intense discipline. And there's certain like patterns that you can lay from this short-term period of intense discipline can now don't be discipline anymore. See, so you might take discipline, like if you got brain fog and like all these mental physical health problems are targeting to like figure out how to set up a body security system and let's say so. But once you put that in there, you might take discipline to research and learn about supplements to make you less effective by targeting. Like once you have put in the discipline to study and learn, and put in discipline to consistently take supplements, and you see results, now you won't need as much discipline because the taking care of your diet, lifestyle, supplements gives you more energy and makes these things easier. It's like, okay, a lot of things that are worthwhile changing your life into are harder at the onset than like mid game and end game. It's like it's hard to get into, but kind of smooth sailing once you're into. Sometimes people ask me if I smoke marijuana because I roll my own cigarettes. No, I don't. There's like a what's it called? Pre-disclaimer before I even show them that I have on cigarettes. I have on cigarettes. The reason I make a lot of people, I have a lot of haters because I make people envious. So, by being better than them. It's like guys who are soft, lazy, bloated, out of shape, skinny, fat, or fat. They see me being rich with a six-pack. And then it's not like, it's hard for them to go, oh, he's just got lucky in the gym. It's like, oh, he's got videos. Oh man, he eats once a day, fasts for 3 hours. See, that's discipline. It's like he's got a better character. That's why he's got a better body. See, it's more discipline. It's got more masculine character. He fasts for 3 hours every day. Plus, I watch porn. That's a lot of guys do. Okay, I make like dirty jokes, but I don't like, watch porn. That's the porn. I don't even masturbate once a week without looking at porn. So yeah, it's like there's a lot of people get jealous, and that's why I get so many haters. And it's not like, well, Mike, you seem to be contradicting yourself. I thought you said people are paid to cyberstalk you for the government. Yeah, and those type of people especially are prone to envy and jealousy, because like the percentage profile of somebody that is like recruitable into a stalking murder cult, like harassing people for the government, like more likely to be people with low self-esteem, like meaning in life. See, low worth people. It's like, do you think that if Eminem had a choice, he's got things going for himself? I'm not like kissing his ass. I'm saying it's like a celebrity, okay, any celebrity. Do you think that it's like their life right now? Snoop Dogg, let's say, he's got a job like recording songs and just chilling all day and doing podcasts and like having a good time. To be like, if somebody offered him the job, to be, hey, it's the Swedish government. We want you to fly to Sweden, stay at like a budget hotel, and then be on call to be ready to go stalk somebody in the supermarket. Okay, so if Mike shows up there, like your job is like stand in the corner. Do you understand? Like leave at first tell Sweden, and then okay, it's like okay, Michael's downtown. Okay, he gets a call. Okay, Snip, put on your shoes, go to the supermarket, stand at the gate, and I'd be like, and he's got like an earpiece. When he passes the guy with the red jacket, cough 3 times. It's like, oh, okay, this one of these guys they put here to make you harass. They use that like 3 coughs, roll tactic or whatever. That's just an example. While wearing like a red hat with the number 66 on it, so something like this. Okay, like they have a lot of subtle things to do. No, I just like if he had the choice and it was like the Illuminati had a gun for it, it's one of these things you're gonna have to do once a year, or we make you stop being famous or something like this. Take you out. Do you understand? Like who's got talent, ability, something going for themselves, like looks, talent, beauty, confidence, something, would like pick spending their time harassing somebody in the supermarket? Yeah, so he didn't show up. So now I can make another say he's been ducking, you see, if I want to. What is ducking? It's a fighter avoiding another fighter. So it's like he's been ducking a panel fight. Not that I've been aiming like I want to get him up and I'm gonna scream at him or something like this. I'd be like, killing time to wait to even show up. Yeah, so most likely I'll be like, okay, if you showed up, I will come up and go, okay, let's talk. And then maybe he'll be like, oh, Mikey, what was wrong with this? Like, talk to him. And, okay, so what is the point? Yeah, I guess I could say it's productive enough. Yeah, I could. Because I invited him before we had a falling out like a week ago to come up as a guest. I was like, maybe. And I've been live dropping the link and it's not coming out. And after this, I see I get a lot of notifications talking about me. Go back and forth the comments on his wall. And then it's like, I get tired of texts. It's like, let's go, okay, if we're going to carry this on, dude, let's do it on the street, okay? So, yeah, looks like it's been back. I'm going to have to put my phone in the box again. It's not that happy. Most people, or a lot of people know this, but like if you're out and about, you don't have as charger with you, and you wanna extend your lifespan, the screen of your phone is one of the most energy hungry parts of the phone system. So if you're looking to enhance the battery life and make yourself be able to like keep having phone on and use it longer, turn on the screen brightness is one of the things that makes the biggest difference. So turn it down so low that you can still see what you need to see, okay, like the buttons, without having it be unnecessarily bright. I noticed that a lot of people, like some people it's like a flashlight on their face, but it's like in low light environments especially, and that means that it's unnecessarily bright. Okay, so I'll go to this chair and see if there's some community talk here. No, okay. So I don't know if he blocked me and I can't see his comments or if he pulled them or something like this. I could see it on my phone before I was live. So. Yeah, I think I'll end this, then I might go live and do some training. So yeah, this guy Lowkey been irking me, okay? He's Urbanese. This guy's been low-key irking me. You have problems. Okay, I'm just like, oh, he's a friend, and I'm like, dragging me. It's like, I was talking to him private, and then I'm like making a stream. But like, yeah, this guy has schizophrenia, and he told me his ex-girlfriend dumped him. It's not that, okay? Like, I'm looking at the YouTube channel that you show the whole world and saying what I think about it. So you're into demons and spirits and all this demonic stuff, okay? You're into all this demonic stuff and weirdness and getting drunk and giving yourself brain damage in 6 different ways, okay? And doing like nothing to protect your brain. So you're waging a war on yourself because that's what Satan ends up doing to humans, that he has a lot of control over influence. See, it's like if you give yourself over to Satan, Satan will have a feeling with you. Satan is not a good boss. Satan is not a good father, okay? Satan is not a good, like, oh, if people worship Satan, it's good for them. No, he's a liar. He was a liar from the beginning a murderer, because they're born out in the truth. When they speak of lies, speak of his own. It's lying the father of it. Did you know that lost people are children of Satan? Walk after the prince of the power of the air. The spirit now working to show disobedience. So you're demonically influenced, as every other lost person is. Now, if a person is lost, every person is influenced by Satan, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them that believe not, either them or which believe not. Lest any time the glories out of the gospel keep shining up, and I should heal them. They should be converted, I should heal them. The thief coming up for what? To kill, Satan wants to dead, steal, take good things from me that God wants people to have, and destroy. Okay, destroy your health, mental health, your sanity, your body, things like this. The thief coming up for to kill and to steal, to destroy. The thief being Satan. It's not talking about a specific historical thief that was like had a bad reputation in Israel, but that thief. And it's like, oh, it's a guy that it's not like that. Where it's like you read a newspaper from the 1800s, the serial killer still on the loose, and it's like a human being that was active at this time, stuff like this. No, it's Satan. So you might think that it's like this is, I do not mind. I know, okay. Human beings do things because they get something out of what they're doing. They get the human need of significance met. They feel meaning, that they need of meaning, having that, finding meaning and like interacting with it, okay. They have a need for not feeling horrible all the time, okay, and things like this. And you're getting these needs met in the wrong way. And actually you're like deceiving yourself into thinking that you're like, I'm doing things to help me out, I'm playing the demons and that type of stuff. And this is great, it's helping me out, to help me have success in life, play the demons. No. You need to get saved. As I told you before, as I said before, so say now again, thou must, verily, thou must be saved. Lest thee perish, lest you perish, and fall into the flames. And as the beggar lift up the rich man lift up his eyes in the flames, being tormented in those flames. You're going to hell, boy. You're going to hell, boy. Okay. You're burned in hell, boy. Burn, baby, burn. Okay. You'll be burned like a little hot pocket, fire like a little hot pocket. Okay. And it's not going to be, you're going to just be losing. Now if you have the next fight, even without my help, it's not impossible you could end up winning, okay. But once you go to hell, it's over. It's like you got to be losing perpetually. So they have no rest day, no night. You got to end up in a place where people don't get rest. That's the point. I recommend you get saved. I've been trying to help you out, and I haven't been like a guy who's looking down on you and talking shit to you. So sometimes people get insecure by people being alphas looking to help them. Okay. I'm a man. I have high competence. I hold the keys to the solutions for people who want to be beautiful. Look, feel better, heal health problems, improve athleticism, raise their physical masculinity, and how to become a Christian and go as one. These are all valuable things. Okay. And I know more value, no more worth. So it's like sometimes people get like, if I show up on a panel and I'm ripping a six pack and then somebody's like, let's say they talk about sickness topics, and I go, yeah, okay, I can help you out. I can help you get sick less. And they feel like that is insecure, this person. It's like, oh, this person not just better looking than me, more talented, they also sound like they have knowledge that I like, see, because they're like offering free help, see. So that can make people turn it sometimes. When you're not like, you're a fucking idiot. Take my advice, you retard. That's not how you do it. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, somebody says, I've been sick, and you say, oh, really? Okay, I can help you to stop being sick. As frequently, at least. And help you to, right now you're sick, get healthy quicker. So, yeah, but fools despise wisdom, motion, instruction. They lead the through their own way. So,
You are right in Oasis of Truth and the Waterhole of Lies here of YouTube. There's a family of real knowledge on YouTube. There's a family. If you're in a desert, and it's like most you end up with just going randomly around there. It's sand, nothing but sand. It's like one well there. That would be like Oasis. So it's up to you how to respond to the truth, the light that has been shared with you. Okay. So everybody has what I tell you to do. To start taking my advice. Most important, you need to get saved. Believe the gospel. So now he changes badass. Or if it was that before, maybe I didn't pay attention enough to a little flying monkey with like a tail on it. And it's got some kind of fabulous bracelet around its ankle, and well, some kind of Christmas tree or something like this. That's kind of weird. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much what your brain looks like on the inside on a spiritual X-ray. Okay, see, that's how that works. It's something really bad that is like sounds mocking to say. So this guy's got grand aspirations. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but here's his banner. I don't want to change this, but this guy's got grand aspirations. He's got a grand spire. He's got a grand aspirations. Okay, this is his. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like you feel insecure. Okay. Now that I'm used to that. Guys see me like shining, and they feel intimidated by that and insecure because I'm doing better than them. Okay. I listen to Eminem songs, and he's got like bigger records, and I don't feel bad about all his stuff. I need to go and replay your comments Instagram that I'm better at writing lyrics, unless it's like totally a joke. Okay. Maybe like tongue in cheek, I might do this. I'm beyond both know who's the greatest lyricist in the universe of this. Okay. That is not me like teaching something. What has the point? I gotta finish up now. Okay. So they say you take it or leave it. You got eternal pain in the lake of fire, okay? And it sounds like I'm thinking, okay, where has born? Or heaven, that's the most important choice that you have to make, that each man has to make while he's on earth. Where will I spend eternity? So you have to realize first that you're headed for hell, so that you'll be for solutions. Like, you're not going to get the solution if you don't believe you have a problem. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God, being justified freely by his grace through redemption is in Christ Jesus, whom God has set forth to be a propitiation through faith in his blood. And sometimes I quote those verses. I like attempt to read a quote of Romans 3:3-28 or something. So I get some of them mixed up and in the wrong order. Here's the point. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. So the Bible teaches the word of God, the authorized King James Version, by the way. It's not the New King James, not the NIV, the King James Bible, the authorized. Notice how it teaches one having authority. Literally, it's like the laugh is on you. Where it's like, oh, we got these guys. The Bible trash talks like this is people that kind of speaks down on people that teach around authority. It's not just about delivery. Okay. No. Like literally, there's different levels to each verse of application. Different applications. So when Christ taught, he taught as one having a sword and not as the scribes. That definitely applies to literally, if you're a Bible teacher, you're using the authorized King James Version, pure Cambridge edition. Now you teach more authority than somebody that don't. Okay, and if you don't have the like actual authority of having the real Bible to teach and look at and quote and things like this, you have to overcompensate by maybe having a suit and a band playing and like take a public speaking course at seminary to be like talk like this and make people take it serious or something like this. Okay, see, it's like the word is the word. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. The word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. The glory is of the only begotten of the Father, the Lord Jesus Christ, full of grace and truth. So God is the source of strength. Anything good comes from God. Anything evil comes from Satan. The only thing Satan can do is to emulate and take something that God created, the building blocks, and twist it, corrupt it into something else. It's kind of like you with your lives, where it's like, oh, Mike is not a pro fighter competing much, so I'm going to say you're a fraud or like a fake fighter. No, because I don't go around here saying I'm a pro fighter, okay? So I take some part like truth and I spin it. Like just because I'm not competing. Most likely I would win a fight against you, Lowkey. Okay? Most likely I would. Okay? Most likely. I will bet on myself. I will bet on myself, definitely. Bet on myself to win, to be precise. Okay, okay, yeah. I will bet on myself to win. Right now, okay. Like you jump through the window, Lowkey, you have martial arts gloves on, like this, like beer. I believe I could win against. I believe I could win. I wouldn't like it, okay, and it could become a different thing. It's like, why the hell you break into my house? It might not be just the fist fight we get into here. So here's the point, okay. Now the point is this. I believe I could beat you. And I mean, I guess if you want to do it, you could watch my videos and I find the worst moments. Do that little tactic. I'm reading your mind, bro. Okay, I know how people go up there. It's like, now what you might go to, it's like, one of the tactics moves you might pull, it's like, go look for the worst looking frames of me, where I'm like dehydrated at a bad angle so I look smaller. Be like, Mike is not really in good shape, okay? Because here's the rare when he's looking 25% worse, okay? And then be like, look, this one looks like, okay? Or it's like, look at a 3-hour live stream and look for 3 seconds where I'm throwing like light punches. Or it's like I had a bad form on a punch or something like this. And be like, here's Mike's Mike's fighting style, here's Mike's martial arts skills. This is what I see from people, like this type of stuff. Another thing he wrote, which is interesting, is because a lot of guys get jealous of me being handsome and ripped and like looking better in my body and face and everything. So it's like a lot of times YouTube haters, I've done this before, they will like latch on, clutch at straws to my teeth, because it's like the one part of the body that looks worse than theirs, okay? It's like a certain, the shade of a thing, okay? Which would be like having a black eye, or I don't know, like raccoons under your eyes. Something temporary that could be changed if you really want to, okay? So here's the point. I've had a lot of headaches called Mike, you just called it, yeah, because I smoke cigarettes and drink coffee around the clock pretty much. Okay, I brush my teeth. So that's what Mike doesn't brush his teeth. Don't buy a toothbrush, Mike, or something like this. No, I don't have insecurities about this. Meaning, it's like I don't have insecurities about it. It's like I stopped like showing my teeth over, okay, because somebody was trying to follow it. I have a beautiful, lovely, feminine woman, and she finds me highly attractive. Okay, so what do you think about some incel or weirdo dude on the internet that's jealous of me, to say, about my teeth? So yeah, I got brown teeth busted. If I went to court for like, it becomes legal to have like the scarlet teeth, like off white, I'd be the first one to be put in the camps, okay, for sure. So he wrote that, Mike, your brown teeth. Okay, oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard that before. And I'm working to keep them brown by drinking coffee and smoking. Back. The phone died. Bad enough. So plug in the charger. I have a fast charger now. I ordered a pair of fast chargers. Those have been watching my streams for a while over. I don't have an issue with a charger. So my phone was charging super slow before I got these servers. It would be ridiculous. Even if I had it plugged in, they'll still be ticking down. It was that bad. Even if I had a charger plugged in, the battery would still be ticking down. At best, it would be like static state. So I would turn off my phone to charge it. And then it will go like maybe 1% per minute. Now I got 2 fast chargers over on Amazon. So if I'm home and the battery dies, it should be quick to get back to stream, like within 5 minutes or so, if I want to. I got in the stream. After I ended, I might look and see if you posted anything else. And if you did, maybe I might go live again and respond. I get tired. It's like writing essays in comment section. If I write essay length, like chapters in a book, there's a potential I can make money from it. Okay, I can write a book. So writing 3 books in a YouTube comment section is not really the best way to address issues as a YouTuber. It's good on the video.